What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction. Should sound like this. Now what's quite cool about this song is we're not playing normal power chords, even though it sounds like it. You'll notice my shape is quite different. That's a normal power chord shape. And it sounds very close, but it's not quite the same as this, eh? Let me take you step by step through the different shapes, different parts, the rhythms, and please make sure that you've got the PDF of the song printed out so you can make reference to the tabs. It's got all the chord shapes, everything you need there. And let's zoom in on what our fretting hand is doing for starters. For those that know a little bit about music theory, this shape that I'm playing, which has got my first finger at fret number 6, fret number 7 has got the middle finger on the 5th string, and you're going to play the open 6th string with it. So your 3 strings from the open, fret 7, fret 6 should sound like that. And together, this is what they call the major third, this particular shape. And if you had done this, that's what they call a minor third, just for the music theory buffs. And the power chords you spoke about looks like that for those that know what power chords look like. So please, for those that know power chords, it's not. That's your first shape, and it's based on an E major chord. Okay, it's very staccato as well, so the notes don't ring. So you're not going to go, it mustn't go like it. It's very, very choppy, very staccato, very short notes. So you can hear the notes don't ring. Now the 3 shapes over here are all basically the same shape, just in different positions. This is your E, as on the PDF. And then when you go to the A, you're simply moving 2 frets back and also 1 string up. So finger 1 is on string 5, fret 4, and the middle finger, number 2, is straight to the top, 5th fret. And now you only play 2 strings. And then for the B, you stay on those 2 strings and simply go 1, 2 frets up. Now on the timing, it should sound something like this. Now I just want to get your strumming hand involved as well. And I'd like us to observe that I'm actually bringing my palm onto what they call the saddles. These are called saddles, and if you're playing an acoustic, there's a white bridge, plastic bridge, or something bone, but it's a very hard white thing over here called the bridge. Electric guitars have got saddles. You want your hand very close to those bridge or saddles like that, and watch how small or how short the stroke of the strum is. It's not going to be, that sounds terrible, eh? It's a very short, very accurate, like that. Just those 3 strings. Now when you go from there, I'm going to just bring the fretting hand into picture so you can see the change. You're going to go, watch a nice quick accurate change from there, a different view. And that's the first bar. Let's play through together slow motion. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's your first bar. Now the second bar is very similar, but the last 3 B chords are slightly different in the timing. Listen to the timing for the second bar. You can see that the pause between the first B and the last 3 B's isn't as big the second time around. Now I'm just going to change angle, and I want you to play along with me. And are you ready? A bit slower for starters. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's the whole way through. That simply gets repeated a little bit faster. So your target speed will be something like this. I'm going to play it now twice in a row. If you want to join me, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's in essence your introduction and your verse for What Makes You Beautiful. Now for the actual chorus, now they do go to power chords, and they also use a little bit of distortion. Now I'm going to switch the distortion on the amplifier, With the power chords and the overdrive, you can hear the guitar's tone changes quite a bit. Now it will sound really cool on acoustic as well. Check this out quickly for a second. And here we have the acoustic. That's the bridge I was telling you about. We mentioned the saddles on the bridge. Hand nice and close to it. And here's the power chords. Check this. This is what we played on overdrive with electric. You can see and hear, rather can hear, it sounds a lot cooler as well. Cooler, but it sounds just as cool on the acoustic as well. But back to the electric guitar. And if you're on acoustic, not a big deal, just stick with it as well. It still works well. I just want to walk you through the power chords now. We're starting with that E5 we mentioned. I'll switch the overdrive off, so it's back to clear sound now. So that sounds almost like an acoustic. E5 is basically the open 6th string, and then my first finger is on the 2nd fret of the 5th and the 4th string. You may do this, but I think it's much more practical because of the B chord coming in later, the B power chord. Rather do this. This is my A, or my E, sorry, E. Then your A, you simply move down a string, which means now you strum from the 5th string, 5th, 4th and 3rd. And when you get to the B, I jump back up again with my first finger to the 5th string's 2nd fret, and I bring my pinky or my ring finger, I'm a pinky fan, so but you can choose pinky or ring. I said I like the pinky, and I'm putting the pinky on the 4th string's 4th fret, and now I'm playing strings 5, 4 and 3. And then if I put the A, the E, A and B together, keep wanting to start on A, okay, it's E, A and B. Simple as that. Nice small changes, and I'm going to show you the strumming hand as well now. Again, once more by the saddles, like we said on the acoustic, that's where the white bridge was. And here we go. Simple as that. Now you play it through twice. And on the 3rd time, you'll see there's a C sharp. So if you're looking at your PDF, where it says chorus power chords, you'd see it says E5, A5, B5. Then double line takes you back to the beginning. And after you've gone back to the beginning, you go to the 2nd half, which starts again with E, A, then C sharp, which is going to be similar to the B, but the only real difference is you're playing it or sliding it up to the 4th fret, so the pinky's on the 6th fret, and you're strumming strings 5, 4 and 3. So there's my C sharp power chord, and remember, power chords are called fifths. So your second bar is going to go, and that sounds a lot like another song if you think about it, Hit Me With Your Best Shot by Pat Benatar. Maybe they stole it, maybe they didn't, maybe it's just coincidence, but it's a very cool riff, so that's the most important thing. And believe it or not, those are the 2 basic parts that you need to know for what makes you beautiful One Direction. If you got your basic new chords for the intro, if you got that and you've got your power chords, then you basically home drive for the entire song. So put the song on, go to whatever you listen to it on, and load up the song, play along with it. It should work really well. And if you got any questions, any queries, don't hesitate to send me a WhatsApp. And for those that haven't got the tab for it, you're more than welcome to get a copy. Just email me via my channel. It's free, it's not going to cost you a cent, and I'll happily send you the tab sheet as well. Have an awesome day and enjoy an awesome song. Cheers.